Today's Tang Time is brought to you by Mixed Berry Tang, the makers of a lovely drink and my beautiful scarf. And I have been on quarantine too long. We are not quarantined, but the city is. When was this? Back in March 2020, we were on the enhanced, the super lockdown. Quarantine passes to get out of the house, only one quarantine pass per house. Jeepneys, taxis, everything was stopped. No restaurants were open. It was a mess. Then it's been lowering, and we've been on the modified general for quite some time. So it's like restaurants are back to 50%. Public transportation is supposed to be 50%, but if you look at a jeepney these days, they still have the plastic dividers, but they've moved them closer. So they're running, instead of 5 passengers on each side, they're running 7. So they're back to 7 on each side, 1 in the front and the driver. So you're talking 16 people instead of 19. 16, 19, not 50%. They've gotten sloppy, but it was all going well. Restaurants were open. They said it was at 50%, but it's been kind of creeping up. They've been putting more and more people in. And we had, unfortunately, a huge spike in COVID cases. We've been getting, for the last week, over 100 cases per day new here in the city. So, not good. They have decided to put us back onto the modified enhanced quarantine. So it's the MECQ. It's a lot of initials. The mayor asked for it a few weeks ago, and it took a long time for the task force to approve it. So he went ahead and made most of it on an executive order because he could do that, but then they finally made it official. So they're doing it 2 weeks at a time. The last 2 weeks of May, we were on lockdown until the 1st. The 1st rolled around, and we are on lockdown until the 15th of June. We knew it was coming. It was not a surprise. They're bringing out a new quarantine. Starts tomorrow, but parts of it already started. Like securing the sidewalk started yesterday. But starting tomorrow, the city borders are secured. There's a new curfew in place. I don't know. They have not announced any liquor ban, but we expect one because they don't know what else to do, and they just keep coming up with silly stuff like a liquor ban. So I'm going to the store, hopefully, to buy some rum before a liquor ban comes into play. I may be too late already because the sidewalk's already closed. Such is life, huh? When they first announced it, they did not say anything about a liquor ban, but even Melanie, she's like, you know they're going to have a liquor ban. I'm like, yeah, pretty sure. So I ran to the grocery store and I bought half a dozen bottles. I'll be fine for 2 months anyway. Hopefully it won't last that long. So what does that mean? Well, taxis are still running, jeepneys are running, supposed to be at 50%, but they are still running at 90% because nobody's enforcing it. Restaurants, no dine-in available there for takeout and delivery only. So Food Panda and Grab Food are loving it because they're making, they're doing a lot of business. But I have a slice of pudding, so it's not all bad. Anything where people gather, any entertainment venue is closed. So no arcades, no pool, no gym. That includes here at the condo. No salons, no barber shops. So no manicure, no haircut. I'm so out of the habit on manicures and haircuts, I don't even worry about it. But no massage, and that's a bad thing because I'm old. I need a good massage every now and then. So we were getting ready We were looking into traveling still in Iloilo province, but way up north in the province to Gigantes. It's a really cool little small island up near Estancia. Super Instagrammable place. It's really popular with all the Instagram kids. But because we're closed to foreign tourists, it's not very busy. And unfortunately, we can't go now because all the lockdown. So we have to wait till they release us again, then we'll try and make sure everything's smoothed out, and then we'll try and go. I would like to go when it's not as crowded, but some of it makes no sense. The Esplanade, it's a 10-foot wide walkway, 10 feet at least, big sidewalk. Big enough for pedestrians and bicycles to go two ways. But it's pedestrian only, and because of the lockdown we've been on, one way. Now it's closed completely. So no walking the river. When I go out to the store, that big safe bridge that I could walk across is closed. I have to walk on the little skinny ass sidewalk on the busy bridge because in their infinite wisdom they closed the safe bridge for pedestrians because it's part of the Esplanade. They could have left that one strip open to make a safe crossing across the river, but hey, what are you going to do? So we don't know how long this is going to last. It's going to last at least another 2 weeks. We didn't start on May 15th. They tried but couldn't get approval, and it started at 20-something. So it's been a week and a half. And it's going to go at least 2 weeks into June. They will probably extend it again, I would expect. They could start releasing us in 2 weeks, but I don't count on it. Everyone's getting really tired of these lockdowns. They're working on getting vaccines. We don't know when you sign up, you don't know which vaccine you're going to get. They're running a little bit of Pfizer, a little bit of Moderna, mostly it's Sinovac and AstraZeneca. We are signed up. They say that they are using Zeneca, but by the time our name comes up, we don't know. You get what you get. You don't get to pick. Enough of the lockdown. They come and go. Everyone's getting so tired of it. Oh, man. Anyway, things change quickly. This is Editing Tim, as you can tell, because Editing Tim drinks tea, not Tang. Anyway, yeah, so in the time that I was recording that, changes happened. First, the mayor has announced we are back on quarantine passes. Details to follow. There will be only one person allowed out of the house. She got the quarantine pass last time. I get it this time. Because we're in this little bitty condo, and if I can't leave the unit, I'll go crazy. So I will be getting the quarantine pass, we hope, unless there's some weird issue with that. But the plan is we're going to go grocery shopping before the lockdown so we can both go and carry mass quantities of crap. Not hoarding, just stocking up. And the bigger news is I got the ebook uploaded. It's ready to go. It is on the blog. There's a link in the description down below. There's a link to the post on my blog. The purchase is handled through PayPal, and the download is through Book Funnel. That way they can handle all the bandwidth, the technical issues of it, and I stay out of it because it's just easier that way. So check it out. Links down below. Book is now available. And so is the quarantine pass. Welcome to the Philippines. Back to your regularly scheduled video. Good news, I did finish my ebook. I finally was like, I started on it, kind of set it aside. We got locked down for a year, and I should have finished it, but I didn't even pick it up at all for that whole year. So I got back on it, wrote the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 chapters, added a chapter on safety and security. Not sure why that one didn't occur to me until I was almost finished. Going through it, trying to make sure that it's good enough. I wasn't going to pay to have it professionally edited because I will probably never make any money on it. So I don't want to spend any money to produce it. It started out, it was going to be a blog post or a series of blog posts. It started getting too large for that. So I ended up taking some information from the blog to put it into the book and expand it bigger. So it's turned into a lot more than I intended. About half the information is on the blog, and the other half has probably been discussed in videos at some point. But this is all gathered together, nice and neat. The first half is more informational, types of visas, talking about the exit ticket, your ECC, ballot buy-in boxes, all that different type of stuff. So it's more informational, and there's links and quotes to government websites. The second half of the book starts getting into once you're here, and it's like budgeting and dealing with people and your attitude and everything that goes on. So it's a lot more anecdotal. I'm kind of just saying this is my experience on it. I can't tell you your budget, so here's 3 or 4 different places I lived, here's what they cost. And I have pictures to say this is what I got for the money. Up to you to decide what you want. So the second half is not as factual, but it's useful because it's just my experiences. It's about, the ebook is, it's like 96 pages, but 5 pages of that is the index, and there's 4 or 5 pages of pictures, so I don't know. It's 85, 90 pages of text. I'm not exactly sure. Total is like 95 pages. I'm looking at how to distribute it. I'm going to make it available on my blog. There will be a link. It will probably be a PayPal link because it was much more work than I thought. I was hoping to make it free. Members will get it free. I have to make sure I have everybody's email address, and I will send them either the PDF or a download link. But I'm going to make it available through PayPal and probably have it delivered through BookFunnel, so I stay out of the technical side of it. It'll be much easier for everyone. It's not going to be real expensive. Not looking to make a bunch of money off of it. It's just another way you can support the channel if you want. The information has already been on the blog and in the videos. This is just gathering it together in a neat little package. It's a PDF. It's all indexed and hyperlinked and convenient, and it's easy to work. So if you want it, it will be for sale on my blog. Maybe next week. I'm working on it. I haven't got it up there yet, but it's coming. It's finished. I just have to work out the money part of it. If I threw it up there for free, I could do it today, which I actually thought about, but it'll help support the channel, so I will have to work on getting a pay link on it. We hope that this lockdown doesn't go too long because we're really tired of it. And I like to go out and eat, and there's no restaurants. We need to learn how Food Panda works, but I just haven't bothered to look into it. I don't need to be ordering food anyway because it's been a long lockdown. I think everybody's put on a couple pounds. That's why today we're snacking on cucumbers and carrots. We did make a special outing just to go to the post office. Mailing my tax forms. It was 9 pesos to print, and I don't know how much to send because they're weighing it now. Probably going to be a lot. 144 pesos. Have no idea how long it's going to take to get there. Not my problem. Don't really care. It's only a tax form. As you can see, the streets are not particularly crowded. There's a number of people walking, not a lot of cars. It's kind of empty right now. Welcome to the lockdown. So basically, everything's going pretty well. The pool is closed. The Tang is good. The Tang is almost gone. But I have more. And we're kind of locked down. That kind of sucks. But we're getting used to it. Vaccines are coming slowly. I'm on the list. Don't know what that means, but at least they're going to be free. Hope you are doing well wherever you are, doing whatever you are doing.
Enjoy your day in paradise.